and welcome to my channel. My name is Stella, and I'm talking about me, myself, and I. I'm bipolar. Okay, I have a bipolar disorder. It's better to say it like that. And I was just diagnosed 6 years ago, and it has been a constant struggle. Not just since then, but more before that. Actually, right now I'm in full-blown hypermania, but I'm also depressed. So I was thinking about ventilating a little bit because I'm having a really bad time, really, really bad time, and I don't know what to do with myself. I actually don't know. I've started drinking more. I usually don't drink. I stopped that after I got my diagnosis because my doctor said that it would my medicine wouldn't work as well if I was drinking. So I mostly stopped drinking, and then when I mean mostly, I just mean maybe had one drink every other third month or so. Just when we went, maybe coming from Iceland, and maybe if my husband came home from work. Came home, not from work. Yeah, it was from work because he works abroad. And that has also been really difficult for me now. He has been working abroad for 8 years, but he was at home all last year. So in January he went abroad again, and now he's stationed in Greenland, and he's supposed to come home every 6 weeks. But because of the virus, he was stuck there for almost 4 months, and that was really difficult. Really, really difficult, and actually more difficult than I wanted to admit, because I was like, yeah, it's okay, I'll just take it as it goes. But as it shows, I didn't. I have been on a downward spiral since January. Yeah, I actually lost my work in December when my workplace, a flower store, was closed, and because of everything, I wasn't able to, and I haven't been able to get to work because there's not much to do in a flower store these days. So it has been difficult, especially last week. I have been on my way up and really fast, and I haven't been this bad since I got on medicine. So I haven't been this bad for 6 years, and I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what I can do to help myself. I am constantly doing something at home, things that actually don't matter. I mean, taking out the dishwasher, putting everything in the dishwasher, washing clothes, just doing something, cleaning. I mean, come on, clean. But I have to be busy all the time. And I'm not sleeping, of course. No, I'm not sleeping. It's like, nope. Because when I get depressed, I sleep. And before I got my diagnosis, I could sleep a lot. I could sleep maybe 16 hours a day. It was horrible how much I slept before. But that's just how it is with us. And then, of course, afterwards we get this guilt about not being there for the kids, for the house, for my husband, especially for my kids, because for a long period of time before I got diagnosed, I was alone with the kids for some years. But I have been No, they're not kids. They're not babies anymore. They're full grown. But they live at home still. The middle one is moving away actually this month, next month. And that's also really difficult for me. I'm like, I think I told you last video that I'm going to Iceland. And that also makes me very anxious. And I have been having full-blown panic attacks. And they have grown worse and more frequent over the last month. It started actually in January, then I got a break, and then it started again. And then it has been just going upwards with those panic attacks. I get usually one a day, sometimes two. And sometimes I can handle it without taking any medicine. And other times I do have to take medicine because I'm not handling it in any way. I don't know how. I can't. I just can't. But I'm not feeling not as anxious about going to Iceland like I was. I was actually starting looking forward to it a couple of days ago. But then again, I went up or down, both. I don't know. This is so long since I have felt this way that I actually don't know how to describe it. I don't know how I'm feeling. It's so difficult to explain. We know that. The one of us that have bipolar disease. But I don't know. What can I do? I just have to ride it through. I actually tried to talk to my doctor this morning about going into the hospital. But he wanted to give me some sleeping tablets to see if I could sleep and if that would help me. I actually don't think so. But I will try. At least I will try. We'll talk to him again tomorrow and we'll see what comes out of it. I'm not very optimistic. He also told me to stay off the alcohol. I have done that today actually. It's 6:20 and I haven't had a drink today. I'm not drinking hard alcohol, I'm just drinking white wine. But I mean, that's bad enough when you drink a whole bottle of it. But when you can't stop yourself. And I haven't had that feeling for a long time. Especially not towards alcohol. I've been just like so mellow with it. It was like no problem. Didn't miss it at all. Not at all. But now it's not because I miss it. It's I get drink because I feel temporarily I feel better. And we know that feeling. I am not alcoholic, but that is very common when you are have a bipolar disorder to be alcoholic. But I'm not. I've always been able to control my drinking and stop drinking whenever I want to. But there always comes a period of time when I drink more. When I'm in hypermania, I always drink more. And I could feel it as soon as I started. No, I should have known when I started drinking now that I was going into hypermania. But it's so long since I've been in hypermania that I didn't until actually 2 days ago when I completely freaked out. I freaked out yesterday. More though. Yeah, I freaked out more yesterday. It's always this thing with you. It's like, why can't you just be normal, Stella? But then again, this is my norm and I have to deal with it. because I was this old when I was diagnosed, I think my bipolar disorder is more severe than it would have been if I would have been diagnosed, for example, in my 20s. To get help before, I think that's very important. And that's something I could do for my daughter, because she was diagnosed with bipolar last year. And when she came to me and told me how she felt, I took her to the doctor right away and told him, just listen, this is the problem. We think she is bipolar. Now you do something about it. And then I walked out and so she could talk to him again alone. But I was just like, we're doing something. And she got help. And she's doing so much better. But she is, of course, up and down. Usually she's very jolly. A really nice kid. And really, usually really jolly. But when she goes in depression, it can be hard. But I'm hoping that she won't be as bad as I was before I got a medicine, and I hope she doesn't have it as bad as I have it right now. Of course I can't feel how she has it, but I'm hoping that because she got help so young, that she won't be as severe. Maybe some of you can tell me if there is a difference there from, in this, how soon you get diagnosed. It must be, because I've suffered for over 30 years. Not knowing what was happening to me. Like now, I know what is happening to me. That's why I actually can control myself better. I know things that I'm not supposed to do, like drink alcohol. I know I'm not supposed to do it. I do it anyway. But I know I'm not supposed to do it. And like now, I'm trying to not to drink anything today, because I want to get better. I want this to ride over, but like I said, I hardly remember feeling like this, because also forgetfulness is very, is also with this not diagnosed, just with the disease. I'm very forgetful. I've lost so many years with my kids, so many things that I can't remember. But I'm getting better at it. I'm so much better, actually. But in remembering things that are happening right now. But the things that happened some years ago, I cannot not remember them. But what do you do? What do you do? Me, I'm trying to ventilate here, to get something positive maybe out of it. Like just putting myself out there. I don't have a social phobia, for example, so I can do this. I actually like doing this. I like talking to myself. I don't have a therapist right now, so I'm waiting for an appointment. I'm looking very much forward to that. So maybe I can get some clarity. I haven't been in therapy for 2 years now, so it will be very good for me. But how can we? People ask me, but aren't you on medicine? And I say, yeah, of course I am. But that doesn't stop you anyway to go through those extreme. It keeps them down, but once in a while you get it like I'm getting it now, extremely extreme. And that's because of the situation, everything that is going on around me. Even that my daughter is moving away from home, that affects me. My husband being away, not being able to come home. He finally came home in June after, like I said, almost 4 months. And I'm actually going to Iceland to meet him. We're meeting in Iceland this time. He's not coming home till October. So I'll just go to Iceland. We will have 10 days there together. So that's nice. But everything is affecting me. Everything affects me. Not having a job affects me very much. Profoundly. It's like I need to work with flowers. I love working with flowers. Now I'm missing it so much. But I'm not able to get work, especially after they put me on sick leave. They did it because I was getting us in March. I was getting really bad, so I was put on sick leave. I don't think that has actually helped me. I actually think it would have been better for me to get a job. But then again, they put me on sick leave the same day as our Prime Minister Mette closed our country. So I wouldn't have been able to get work anyway. So it's like, but I'm hoping that with therapy that I will be getting a job before Christmas at least, so I can be with the Christmas decoration, making all that when that comes. I love making Christmas decoration, and I love working in a flower store during Christmas. It's so much fun. We're so busy. So I miss that. Miss the people. Miss having people around me, because I don't have many people around me here. I have my kids, and that's all. And that's also quite difficult for me, to be like alone, like I am. I have contact with my family in Iceland, with my sister that lives in the States, and is moving to Iceland. But that's not the same. I don't have this personal contact with people, and I actually really missed it. I was thinking about trying to find a group, so I could go to like group therapy, and I have to do that through my doctor. So I have to talk to that about that to him tomorrow when he calls me, because I think that would also be helpful to talk to other people. I don't meet many other people that are like me, that are bipolar like me. There's no one around me here in Denmark. One of my cousins is bipolar. But then again, she's in Iceland and we don't talk that much. But let's hope that this therapy will help me, and let's hope that sleeping better tonight, that I will feel better tomorrow. I'm just not tired. Everybody with bipolar disorder knows that feeling. I will probably say, welcome to the club, Stella. Yeah. Because I have been sleeping fine. Until... Actually, this year has been very bad. And I've been, like I said, up and down. And I have no interest. I'm not interested in anything. I used to do crafts. And I just... Nope. I'm not interested in anything. My lack of interest is complete. I'm not interested in doing anything productive. And I'm a person is always doing something, unless when I'm like this. Then I find something else to do. But I hope my doctor will be able to help me better tomorrow. I hope I will actually. I don't know what I hope for. I hope I will just get better. I hope that this will go over soon. Because having that fire in my vein is not doing anybody good. Not me or my kids. And my husband is having a really hard time being away when I'm like this. It's really hard for him. But in 2 weeks, I will be, a little bit over 2 weeks, I will be in Iceland. So, and actually when I say it, I get a knot in my stomach because the only thing I'm looking forward to is meeting my husband. I'm actually not looking forward to meeting anybody else at this moment. But we will see. I will maybe, when I get better, I will. And maybe I will get better. Hopefully, before I go to Iceland, because I cannot be like this in Iceland. No way. I don't want to. No way. No way. That would be the worst. But maybe I shouldn't think about that. Don't think always about the worst scenario. I'm very good at that, actually. I'm really good at that, actually. The worst scenario, I'm thinking, my head's not stopping, spinning, 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 thinking about everything and nothing. And nothing that's really matters. Just stupid things. I actually feel a little bit better. So I'm happy I did this. We will just see if I upload this or not. It's like, it's another rant. That's just what I am doing this time. No, just ranting. Oh, and I've actually been watching lots of videos on YouTube about bipolar from different therapists and psychiatrists and psychologists, and that has actually been quite helpful. And yeah, I like that. I've never done that actually before. This is actually the first time I've actually watched a video on YouTube about my disorder. So maybe it will help me get through this quicker. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for listening to me, if you are listening to me. Otherwise, have a great evening, Stella. Bye.